sir. Yes, sir. What it do, gang? We live, we back. Y'all know me. It's your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. Y'all know why I'm here. Talking NBA slate for DraftKings and FanDuel. But before we get into that, man, y'all know it's the lineup review. Going on my best lineup from yesterday's slate, just our thought process and our breakdown of how we wanted to attack the slate yesterday. Alright? So we got that pulled up for y'all, man. Listen, if you're new to the channel, you in the right spot. It's the best kept secret in daily fantasy sports, man. Hit that subscribe button. Turn your notification bells on so you can be here rocking with us every day when the videos drop, alright? Also, do me one small favor, everybody in the sound of my voice, man. Hit that like button, alright? It goes a long way to helping out a small channel grow, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Hope your day's off to a good start, whatever time you're watching this, all right? Let's get to it. Last night, solid night on DraftKings. Almost tripled up the old buy-in over there. Not so much on FanDuel, but got my best lineup pulled up right here on DraftKings. This was the $5 single entry. We came in 97th place, 30 bucks over here, 287. Last night, if you caught the starting five on Twitter, I tried to get it out to y'all early because I thought we had the bulk of the news, and as soon as I tweeted it out, they put out Sabonis was questionable. I ended up being heavy on Sabonis. Last night I was gonna take my stand with him and not pay up to Luka, even though we had all that value. I was gonna just get one pay up option and kind of balance build it from there. So that's what we had. We planned to attack it. Sabonis news came out. We had to readjust. So we ended up with Garland, Powell, Eric Gordon, Robert Covington, and Nikola Jokic. So here we are at the top. Garland 15% on. No Donovan Mitchell, man. I'm just a Garland fan. When he's solo, just from watching him last year when Sexton was out and just seeing him run the team by himself, man, I just like Garland. Kid's a very good point guard, man. He kind of takes a back seat whenever Donovan Mitchell plays, but he can carry the load if need be for his squad. So nice game from him last night. Double, 14 assists, 24 points, 58 fantasy points. Definitely helped us out. I want to get to Norman Powell. I felt like yesterday it was going to be all the Clippers value and most people going up to Luka, maybe some LeBron. I knew we were going to get kind of stars and scrubsy. I didn't want to go full-on stars and scrubs. Like I said, I wanted to go one star, a little more balanced. So that's what we did in this particular one right here. Norman Powell, though, 24% on, very solid, 43 fantasy points from him. Eric Gordon, like I said, I didn't want to load up on all the chalk value, so wanted to get a little different piece here. 9% on. He only gave us 19 fantasy points. Let us down in a great matchup against Charlotte right here. Went Nicholas Batum. Once I saw he was getting the start, I was still okay with Covington. I started to tweet to tell y'all to switch it. I probably should have, but I was still okay with Covington because the Clippers was just so short-handed. I knew everybody had to play, man. Everybody. That's why I had some Reggie Jackson. Like, all those guys were going to touch the floor. The question was, just how many minutes were they gonna get. So I was okay. You know the motto, man. I like taking chances. So give me the guys ain't nobody getting. So I threw Batum in here well at 3% on. He gave us 20 fantasy points. Nothing crazy, nothing to write home about. Robert Covington the same, 20% on, 3,600. He gave us 15 fantasy points. Wanted to get to De'Aaron Fox once Sabonis was out. Hopefully he could carry the show for this Kings team. He was solid for us at 23% on. Gave us 40, right at 46 DK points. Okay, wanted something bigger here. And then Trey Lyles, man, I got screwed right here. When Sabonis ruled out, I just thought for sure Trey Lyles would get moving to the starting lineup. He's been playing the bulk of the minutes back up. But, of course, they dust off Rashawn Holmes, pulled him out of nowhere. He been playing like 6 minutes a game. Now he's getting the start. Nothing I could do about it. So I just had to roll with Trey Lyles, 24% on. He gave us 17 fantasy points. But would have much rather have Rashawn Holmes 10Xing at the flat man. So that definitely would have helped us out here. And then the big man finished out, Nikola Jokic, 15% on. Gave us 69 fantasy points, man. Triple double for the Joker, all right? There you have it, man. The best lineup on DraftKings, 287. Let's go look at FanDuel and see how we fared over there, all right? FanDuel not so lucky, 285. We didn't finish too far from the money. I think the cash line was 300, so like 15 points off. Pardon me, guys. But the starting five over here, I think, was Reggie Jackson, Norman Powell, LeBron James. I went to Julius Randolph for Sabonis, and we kept Nas Reed in there, so Reggie Jackson let us down. He got 23 minutes, something like that. Just didn't perform well at 4%. Alvarado just went back to that well again. He's been playing solid big minutes, but he let us down in this spot against Miami here. Norman Powell, of course, Darius Garland, just my guy. LeBron James at 6% on, man, 60 fantasy points, very solid from him. We'll definitely take that. Terrence Mann let everybody down. Everybody down, man. Laid a dud out here. 10 fantasy points, 46% on. Man, it was a rough one. Julius Randle, big double, not a big double-double. Well, it was for his rebounds, 15 boards, but only 14 real-life points here against the Wizards, man. Struggled a little bit. 39 fantasy points, man. We got to live with that one. Batum once again, and then Nas Reed. I just wanted to play him. I knew it was a chance of foul trouble going against the Joker. He got in foul trouble as expected, but still right at 30 fantasy points, so just okay. If he could have avoided foul trouble, he definitely would have gave us a bigger score, man. Nas Reed's a good fantasy producer, all right? Let's go look at today's four-gamer, man. And y'all know how I do, man. Small slates. We don't really get a starting five. I'll tweet out a little two-piece later on this evening. But, small slates is when we like to take a shots at the larger field, GPPs, some of the bigger contests, easing some of them. So that's what we're going to do today. And also, man, I didn't let y'all know, but at the beginning of the year, I said I'm going to try to get to this, I'm going to really start playing some qualifiers and try to get to this fantasy basketball world championship. I never really shot for it before. I throw one in there here too, but I'm trying for it on a consistent basis, see if we can get to this championship and put on for the team. So y'all wish me luck playing one of the tickets tonight, man. $140 qualifier for the basketball world championship. So wish me luck on that. We're going to try to get in and go to Denver and hold it down for the team, all right? But let's get into today's slate, four-gamer. A little bit of injury news. We should have Kyrie Irving back tonight. Chris Paul is questionable. Maybe he plays. Jaylen Brown is questionable with a groin. I don't think he plays, man. They not in a hurry to rush Jaylen Brown back. They got a solid record sitting at the top of the East. I don't think they're in a hurry to rush him back. So he probably sits again. But we'll have to see. You know how the injury news go. But we going to walk through position by position, shout out a few names I like, and we just gonna take it from there, all right? So let's get to it. At the point guard, this is like my first look. This is what I do on small slates for y'all, so no starting five. I just kind of my first look, just going through, trying to look for salary, inefficient salaries, maybe some guys who cheaper than they supposed to be, and just trying to point out some names I like. But at the point guard tonight, I definitely think Steph Curry's in play at 10-1, going against a tough Boston Celtics defense, but I'm not too worried about it. Steph, he's a guy that can get it done against anybody, man. He's still trying to get his groove back from coming back from missing a few games, so he's liable to have a big one at any time, man. Y'all know what Steph do. Damian Lillard definitely in play. Don't mind getting this guard is loaded with guards tonight. These first four names I don't got a problem with. Curry, Lillard, Irving, Harden. I don't have a problem with any of them, man. Definitely like that. Van Vliet, y'all know how I feel about Toronto. I just can't get them right. You go right ahead. If you got a beat on Toronto, you know who is going to be on what night. Y'all go right ahead, but I just can't. I can't never get Toronto right, so I be trying to avoid them at all costs. But it's a four-gamer, so Fred Van Vliet might be in play. He done had two solid back-to-back games, so he may be finding his little mojo. I don't know. Maybe. Jordan Poole, I'm probably not going to want. I'm not going to want Chris Paul even if he plays. He's probably limited. They definitely gonna be cautious with the savvy vet. They definitely need him for the playoff run. Then Russell, I guess, is in play. Marcus Smart is getting too expensive, but he's gonna be solid, good enough if Jaylen Brown is out. I like Smart if Jaylen Brown is out. If he plays, he could still possibly be in play. Anthony Simons, I take a look at him at 6,300, and that may be it, man. If Steph Curry, if Kyrie back, he's probably going to be a no-go for me. That may be it for point guard for me right now, but point guard is loaded right now looking at it tonight, first look. Shooting guard, Jaylen Brown plays. I'm probably not going to worry about him. Anthony Edwards, man, shooting guard going to be tough as usual. I don't mind. If I did pick somebody, it'd be Gary Trent, 6,600 from Toronto. I guess he's okay. Clay's all right. OG Anunoby, I guess, if y'all want to play him. It's going to be Royce O'Neal's definitely still in play regardless of whether Kyrie is back. Brogdon could be a solid play off the bench. Yeah, we and those Phoenix guards, Washington, lamely, you gotta wait on that Chris Paul news, so it's gonna be hard to say right there. Let's go look at the small forward. Jason Tatum definitely in play at 10-8, especially if Brown is out. He's in play even if Brown plays, but especially if he is out. Um, yeah, Scotty Barnes once again. No, Mikal Bridges too expensive for me, especially if Chris Paul is back. I'm okay if you want to get to some Tobias Harris. Hey, Wiggins. 5,800, huh? How many? Okay, okay. Wiggins is in play. I like that 5,800 price tag. Kyle Anderson crushing the last couple of games. He's in play against Toronto. T.J. Warren is in play, especially with no KD. He's the best scorer. He's gonna have his games. Like I wouldn't prioritize T.J. Warren like he's a must have, but he's gonna have a game here soon, especially with KD out, where he just comes in and nukes it, man. You know the type of performance T.J. Warren is capable of. If he can get back to bubble T.J. Warren, you definitely gonna need him. But I'm okay with T.J. Warren. Cam Johnson back. I don't know how I feel about that one. Josh Hart is definitely in play. Sign me up. Favorite value right now. Before any news right now. The state of star right now, Josh Hart might be in everything at 4,900. Solid wing, good rebounding guard going against Philly. He's more of a defensive guy, rebounder like I said, but he can score the ball a little bit, man. I like getting Josh Hart 4,900. Probably the best value play I see right now. Jalen McDaniels, okay, I think he had a pretty good game last night. Yep, let's look at the power forward, man. Gonna try to run through it for y'all. You know I don't like to keep y'all long. I just try to run through it real quick, give y'all some names. Ben Simmons is in play, regardless of whether Kyrie plays or not. You just got to deal with that again. Hopefully he can score you 10 points and give you a good number. Jeremy Grant's in play at 6,900. I take some Draymond. I guess Al Horford 5,300, but I ain't going to mess with him too tough. Although he has been playing better. Nas Reed, chalk of the slate. No go better tonight. Just get Nas Reed. And Nas Reed and Hart probably my favorite two value plays off the top of my head right now. Yeah. That might be it for power forward. Let's go look at the center spot. Joel Embiid definitely in play against Portland. You can get to Siakam if you want to. I'm probably not. Oh, Ayton been. If Chris Paul is back, give me 80. If Chris Paul is back, Ayton's in play. He may be in play even if he's not, but I'm going to love him if Chris Paul is back and playing. If Chris Paul is back in his full minutes, I like Ayton. Chris Paul gets Ayton so many looks off that pick and roll at the top, man. So many little jumpers, little floaters in the lane right there, little oops at the rim. Ayton, Chris Paul is what makes Ayton go. So if Chris Paul is playing, I'm definitely going to want to get some Ayton. Nick Claxton is in play at 7,400. You know he's going to get big-time minutes. Nurkic is in play if he plays. Just hope he can stay out of foul trouble guarding Embiid. But if he can stay out of, he probably be the lower on center. He going to be probably great for tournaments, man, if he plays. Because if he can avoid foul trouble, he can give you a nice score here. I know Embiid's a tough matchup, but he still can give you a solid score here with Nurkic. Robert Williams in play. Definitely. Robert Williams might be my second favorite center at 5,500. If he can get to 30 minutes, man, he can crush go. Who going to keep him off the glass? He can get ugly down there, man. I like Robert Williams as well. Nas Reed already talked about. No Looney, no Harrell, no none of these guys, man. That's the first look at DraftKings. Look at FanDuel. Give y'all a quick look over there. Let's walk through some positions here. Let's see what we got. Harden is in play at the point guard. Lillard, of course, same thing. Guard heavy. VanVleet price a little better over on FanDuel. I like that. Yep, pretty much everybody. Russell, Smart, Brogdon, all the top name guards is in play. If you want to get to some maxing, I ain't mad at it. But yeah, all these guards in play, man. Guards is loaded. That's where you're going to get different at, man. That's where you're going to have to get different at. Because I feel like the wings and the bigs are going to be the same type players. You're going to get some Nas Reed. You're going to get some probably Josh Hart for value. Like the guard is the loaded position today, so that's where you probably gonna have to get different at it and just don't follow the crowd. You know what I mean? If everybody's going to James Harden, go Steph. If everybody going James Harden and Steph, maybe get you some Kyrie if he playing. But that's where you're gonna probably have to get different. Just right now, just from the first look at it, like I said, without any news. But shooting guard, Anthony Edwards, Irvin, James Harden, all the same plays. Brown, if he plays. Brown, I love if Jaylen Brown's a full go and he playing, definitely on FanDuel 8,300. Lock him up. Jump Pool, Klay Thompson, don't really care either way. You can get to him or not. Not paying 7-1 for Bridges. Those Toronto guys, do what you feel. Uh, yep, Russell Smart, Brogdon, same here. Small forward, Jason Tatum, of course. Same names, man. Anthony Edwards, Scotty Barnes, Klay Thompson. I probably didn't have to come over here to FanDuel. The same names. Prices a little different, but a lot of the same names, man. Power forward, same thing. Siakam. You can Siakam and Barnes play at your own risk. Simmons, Tobias, Grant, Wiggins, Draymond, Kyle, Robert Williams, Jaden McDaniels, Royce. For it to be a 4-game slate, though, it's a lot of solid plays, man. It's a lot of different ways you can build tonight. The builders gonna have to show their skill tonight. I like it. Embiid, of course, if you just want to lock him in at center, because on FanDuel, the center is so vital. You need that highest scoring center, especially if you're trying to take something down. But Embiid, yeah. Nurkic, Claxton, DeAndre Ayton, 7,400. Like the price a little better over here. That might be my pivot play right now. I might get different from everybody with DeAndre Ayton. But Draymond Green, Robert Williams, Al Horford, Nas Reed, of course. All right. Just walking through some of the plays, man. Y'all know if you got any questions, comments, concerns, leave it in the comment section. Ask me on Twitter, man. I'll respond as soon as I see them. Y'all know what it is, man. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's get it.